Hello, Taurus. Amyenergy here with your weekly tarot message. If you have not, please subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell to be notified whenever I make a new video for you. All right, working with the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, the Next World Tarot, and the Sacred Destiny Oracle this week. Pulling out our career, our love life, and our personal. All right, keep in mind this reading may not resonate for every Taurus placement. I do these for all 12 zodiac signs, so feel free to check out your other placements. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and follow me on Instagram at amyenergy. All right, let's get into it. All right, Taurus. So first things first, we are experiencing a disappointment, a loss here in our career. All right, the Five of Cups is coming out. There is something that has been lost here. Not all is lost, but it's definitely something that we're feeling this week. And, you know, you have to feel it to heal it. So it's coming out with the Knight of Pentacles. So I do feel like, you know, we're still very stable. We still have our eye on the prize, and it's might take us a little while to get there, but we're on our way. Okay, so the Queen of Pentacles is coming out, and it is asking us to stay comfortable in our home, just kind of with the Two of Pentacles. We want to be balancing everything, work and play, not too much of one, not too much of the other. We want to, you know, also just take a practical and spiritual approach to our life. So really just being in tune, in touch with our body and with our environment, and making sure that we are comfortable, because I do feel like, you know, even though there's no air in the first two cards here, I still feel like there could be some anxiety just over this emotional loss that we're feeling. So it's really important for us to stay grounded this week in all matters to do with our career. Okay, we might be taking a step back. That's what it might come to. We might have even lost our job here. You know, I'm sorry if that happened, but I do feel like whatever is going on, whatever loss this is within your career, we're really, you know, we are going to be ending up taking a step back. If we haven't already, we're really taking a step back to process information here with the Four of Swords. All right, yes, and the Ten of Swords. So this is just really, truly, this is hurtful. Okay, and this didn't happen overnight. This probably isn't even just one job, right? The Ten of Swords is coming out, and that's letting us, you know, this is the energy of ruin. So I do feel like whatever is ending here, it's really breaking us down. It's really, you know, it's heavy. It's heavy with the Ten of Swords and the Four of Swords. You know, we're processing information, but this is definitely a time with a lot of mental conflict for us, just when it comes to work. So, and it doesn't have to be that you lost your job, you know, because this is an emotional loss. So it could just be that something about your job has changed in a way that, you know, it just really feels like a loss. And, you know, it does feel like, you know, this is a loss of something that can't be retrieved. So I do feel like you do need to take a little bit of a step back from work just to process this information, just to feel through these swords. Because the Ten of Swords, really, you do have to give that a little bit of space so that you can let the sun set on the pain. And, you know, you can't just walk around with all those swords in your back. You have to eventually surrender and let it break you down so that you can start over. It is a 10, which is a 1. So it's an ending and a beginning all in one. Okay, so Taurus, whatever's going on, you got this, okay? If anything, you might have just got slowed down a little bit, but it's all necessary because you needed to process some information anyways. So definitely could be a challenge holding space for my Taurus placements in the career this week. All right, now let's get into love life. All right, so we have the 7 of Wands coming out. So if we're in a relationship, or even if we're not, I feel like we're defending ourselves this week in some way. Okay, so let's clarify this. But with the 7 of Wands, we definitely might be feeling the need to defend ourselves, defend an idea. Oh, yes. Okay, so we might be trying to come in for a new beginning. We might be really utilizing all of the tools that we have to have a new beginning in love, whether it's a new beginning with an old person or a new person, or within a relationship that we're currently in. This is change, okay? This is your manifestation, right? So now we have the Page of Pentacles coming out. So I do feel like, all right. So, very interesting energy here with the Page of Pentacles coming out with the Empress. I do feel like, you know, we could be, I feel like we're really, you know, this is really a lovely energy, but I do feel like it's saying that you might not have a lot of money, you know, with the Page, it's not a lot, but you have enough to really just spend a little something to make yourself feel good. All right, because the Empress really needs to feel very good in their environment. This is Taurus energy, right? This is the Earth, Taurus, Venus energy. So I do feel like we're wanting to, you know, whatever you can set aside for self-care, just, you know, maybe some scented candles for your house, some good food, a new sweatsuit, really comfy, you know, really nice, you know, whatever makes you feel good. I don't know what makes you feel good. Maybe some makeup, but whatever it is, Taurus, whatever it is that makes you feel good, makes you feel comfortable at home, I feel like we're spending a little bit of money on that. All right. Or we might be spending a little bit of money to pamper somebody in our care, all right? But I kind of feel like this is your energy. What I'm kind of feeling is that, you know, this is kind of what we're going to have to do within our love life to really, you know, right now is the time for us to give the little bit of energy that we have. It has to go towards us, not towards another person, is kind of what I'm feeling. But in the same time, we're very loving with the Empress. It's definitely always good for you to open up and love people in your care, love your family, love your community. And if you are in a relationship, yes. But I do feel like even if you're in a relationship, yes, like love your partner, but also be like, hey, the little bit of energy that I have, I need to spend it on me right now. All right, and then I do feel like we just need a little bit of a break or something, to be honest, because I do feel like, oh, okay, okay. So I feel like Taurus, we really, and we do have the Knight of Swords on the bottom of our deck this week, so I didn't mention that, but, you know, I do feel like right here in our love life, we got another 10 of Swords coming out, right? So truly, I feel like we're being broken down on all levels right now. We really are. And so we might have to yell a little bit about this, you know, not yelling at people or being like abusive behavior, not condoned, but we might have to, you know, really blow off some steam. We might have to tell somebody off. Somebody might really need a talking to, okay? Or we just might need to speak our truth, write it out, sing it out, or whatever we got to do, okay? But with that Knight of Swords, I really feel like it's important for us to get this out. This Ten of Swords has shown itself twice now, so I know that we're really breaking down, but we're still trying to juggle everything. So that's why if you're in a relationship, or even if you're not, you're having to focus, you know, a lot on yourself this week and your comfort, because you're really going through something. And I do feel like you're juggling everything, and you might just need to take a step back. Okay. But it is, you know, overall, this is a really great energy, Taurus, because, you know, with the Ten of Swords, yeah, it might hurt being broken down that way, you know, but it's all in your mind, and it's important to give space even to past versions of yourself. Like, the past versions of you really deserve to be heard. They deserve their pain to be seen. Okay, and so it's important. It's an important step before you can move on. All right. Oh, look at this energy coming out. So Taurus, in personal, we could be just having a lot of scarcity mindset here with this Five of Pentacles. Could be worried about money, not feeling comfortable in our home, just conflict, right? Conflict regarding our possessions or people that are in our care. We could have somebody in our care that's really just gotten to be a bit of a burden. It could even be us. We could be our own burden right now. All right, it's coming out with the Nine of Cups. All right, so this is happiness. This is Jupiter and Pisces. So I do feel like this is a really interesting energy, but I guess not really. I guess this is actually pretty typical Taurus energy from what I see on memes. All right, because I do feel like what's going on here, Taurus, is that we're feeling this scarcity because we're actually spending a lot of money, or, you know, because of our need for comfort. We're kind of, you know, we're between this. So like I feel like we're doing things to make us happy, and then we're just like feeling guilty about it. Okay, so Taurus, if you're gonna do something to make yourself happy or comfortable, just, you know, own that. Own that you deserve it. You really do. Okay, and I do feel like we're healing this because we have the Star coming out. So I do feel like, you know, we are in the process of just healing. This is, you know, really vulnerable here. So I just feel like, Taurus, we're really getting comfortable with ourselves this week. All right, so it's really lovely. There is a little bit of back and forth here. It could be creating a bit of scarcity mindset for us, but I do feel like we're overcoming that, right? Because we're leaning in and we're getting support from our community here with the Three of Cups. I feel like any people we're engaging with this week, Taurus, they are really people who bring us joy, people who we are safe to be ourselves 100% with them. All right, and then we have the High Priestess coming out. Okay, so I do feel like, you know, just going through this healing process and just connecting with people who love you is really, you know, helping you to trust yourself and to trust your intuition, to trust that you're on the right path. Okay, the Empress coming out again, and then the Knight of Swords on the bottom of the deck again. All right, two Knight of Swords. So I definitely feel like we definitely might have a lot to say this week, Taurus, truly. But, you know, I do feel like even with these Knight of Swords, I feel like it's like, you know, with the Knight of Swords, you can sometimes read that. I read it a lot. It comes out in readings for me as like someone really like talking shit and telling somebody off. But in this sense, you know, this is just super air energy, super mercurial. And I do feel like this is almost like just journaling, just having so much to write. Like we're just like writing a book in a day, or we're just like, you know, whatever means you use to express yourself. I feel like with this High Priestess coming out, it's not necessarily like traditional methods that we're expressing ourselves with this week. It's more artistic. It's more, you know, like it's more poetic. Like it's not just, people aren't just gonna like get it or know your whole life by what you're expressing, but it's still like an important part of your healing. All right, Taurus. Let's get you an oracle here. Oh my gosh, same one as Scorpio. I can't believe that. Let's read it. Purity, first snow. The sacred landscape wants you to know, no matter what has happened in the past, everything can be fresh and new again. The purity of your soul is shining through everything that you encounter. You are entering into a period of grace. Simply open your heart and know that the best is yet to be. The past does not need to equal the future. Your future can and will be shimmering, sparkling, and bright. Old limiting patterns are dropping away. Recurring challenges are releasing. This is a time of redemption, forgiveness, and holy healing. All right, Taurus, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Leave me a comment. Follow me on Instagram at amyenergy. If you'd like to book a personal, the information that you need is in the description box below, as well as in my bio on Instagram. Again, that's at amyenergy. All right, Taurus, share with a friend if you feel so inclined. Your support means the world to me. I hope you have a wonderful week. I love you. Take care.